And here are some more tips for those who think they're approaching a dangerous situation.
Scary nowadays with all this craziness going on.
It's been 1 week since Kelsey Smith was forced into her car in broad daylight in a parking lot in Kansas City. A parking lot like many found in suburban areas right here in New Jersey. Her death now has many women thinking about their own security.
I try to tell them, anybody I know that's of that age, I try to tell them these stories, because otherwise you don't think it could ever happen to you.
James Sheehan is a captain of the Paramus Police Department, which patrols one of the biggest shopping centers in the country. But one thing Captain Sheehan does not recommend, carrying mace.
Well, I think mace gives people a false sense of security. If you really don't know how to use it and you're not willing to use it, that's just a weapon that can be taken away from you.
Most people have a good ability to judge things, the captain adds, but they tend to think this is suburbia and that nothing can happen to them.
Police say the two most important things you could do, trust your instincts and always be aware of your surroundings.
This is News 12 New Jersey, as local news gets.
Thanks for sticking around. Summer is the time to beautify your lawn and garden.
But it's also the time when tree-killing insects are just buzzing around. News 12 New Jersey's backyard gardener tells us how we can get rid of some of them.
Hello, gardeners. No, this is not snow in July. It's a tiny little sap-sucking insect that's no larger than the head of a pin that's enveloped inside of a cotton ball-like sack that contains upwards of 300 to 500 eggs. This insect is called the hemlock woolly adelgid. And yes, we probably will have to say goodbye to the forests in this great garden state. How often are you going to have to apply a product to control the adelgid?
Upon initial identification, you want to apply it as soon as possible. And then I would recommend, every 3 months or so during the growing season.
Trevor, thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
Folks, if for some reason you can't afford to hire a New Jersey certified tree expert or an arborist, please visit your local garden center or hardware store. There are products available on the market. Just please read the label carefully before purchasing the product and before applying that product. Remember, please keep the garden in the garden state. For News 12 New Jersey, I'm Tom Castronovo, the Backyard Gardener.
If you want to catch anything you missed in Tom's segment, go to News 12 Interactive.
Lisa Salvati is on the beach in Avon by the Sea. Lisa, what's it like there?
Well, Lynn, it's pretty miserable. The wind has kicked up quite a bit, but the surface you can see is still pretty calm. But all in all, it's like a ghost town here. I mean, people have packed up and headed out. In fact, one woman told us she wished she would have stayed home.
Today wasn't the day to come.
So you got to just turn around and go right back.
Right. The kids played in the rain anyway, but it wasn't too much fun.
Her beach day cut short by the rain. Avon by the Sea was pretty much deserted, except for a few diehards grabbing a bite before the storm or trying to get a bite. You're going fishing in weather like this? What are you doing?
It's just a little drizzle.
Now you do know that there's a big storm on the way.
Oh yeah, I'll be out of here when that comes.
And it sure was a washout for lifeguard Joseph McAvoy.
The 11-year-old was tragically killed on Sunday crossing a Newark street after the Portugal Day Festival. Several hundred friends and family paid tribute to the little girl from Pennsylvania who loved butterflies and whose favorite color was pink. Caitlin's mother held strong, believing in her faith and God's will.
Now I feel like, it was Caitlin's time to go home with him.
All police have to go on is this surveillance video of a blue Econoline van with the word construction on the side. As the family lays their beloved little girl to rest, their pain is compounded by still not knowing who ran her down. They're urging the Newark Police Department to find her killer so they can finally have some closure.
This afternoon we celebrated our News 12 New Jersey Scholar Athletes of the Week, class of 2007 edition at the Pines Manor in Edison. Terrific turnout at the Pines. Your faithful sports reporter, yes, and anchor, hosting the event. As we appear with the 5 finalists for Scholar Athlete of the Year, any of the 30 really could have been up there. It was that good. And your winner, Bayonne's Jamie Smith, getting the big TV check for scholarship money, courtesy of News 12 and the NJEA. Quite a day at the Pines and quite a day for Jamie and all the students we visit.
Well, delays at O'Hare meant bad news for other airports as well. Here at Newark Liberty Airport, passengers expressed frustration over being kept in the dark about the problem.
I found out when I got here to the airport. So I raced here to get here, and it would have been nice to know ahead of time.
I don't know what happened. We were on our way back home to Vegas, and we're stuck here for a couple hours. And then
5 members of the same family had to be rushed here to Morristown Memorial Hospital after a woman lost control of her SUV with her children on board. As you said, 2 of those young passengers were ejected from the vehicle. Police believe that they were not wearing their seatbelts. They also believe that the driver may have fallen asleep at the wheel. It was a horrendous scene on Route 78 West in Bedminster Sunday afternoon. Just horrible. Just after 2:30, an SUV overturned in the center median, ejecting a 9 and 10-year-old passenger. Police say they were the driver's son and nephew. The major roadway had to be shut down so the boys could be taken by helicopter to Morristown Memorial. The boys on last checklist.
This is News 12 New Jersey, as local news gets.
Well, the age of the superhero alive and well in Essex County this weekend. Folks there in Montclair checking out this exhibit. It's an exhibition taking a look at the evolution of superheroes and the American comic book. There's Spidey. The exhibit also honoring characters like Batman, Superman, and Captain Marvel. It highlights how superheroes reflect the current political scene of a country, this country in particular, and that exhibit lasts all the way until the chilly month of January.
As much as I can. We're taking a look at the waves right now. I mean, really just a little bit of a bump in the water, but the surf will be picking up as we go through it later on into the weekend. Hey, what's going on? What's your name?
Caroline Dewar.
Hey, Caroline Dewar. How old are you?
I'm 12.
What grade are you in?
I'm in 7th.
You're in 7th grade. Did you cut school to come surfing today?
No.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. And you know, the tide's a little high. You still going to try and go out?
Yeah,
all right.
all the time.
Practice makes perfect. You go out, have some fun. Water temperatures are warm. I'm going to give you the forecast for a little bit later on today where we're talking about temperatures that are going to be warming up. Again, we do have a tropical disturbance that's out in the Atlantic. I don't think that's going to be a main player.
Did I tell you about Isabel? No, is she hanging in there? Well, remember when her husband lost his job? Then the marriage fell apart. She seemed really lost for a while. They lost the house. No skills. Well, she's really gotten it together. She's got a new job, career, a lot of friends. What was her secret? I'm not sure what turned it around for her, but it's working.
Call the Center for Women and start your life on a new road today.
I drink Champion Light after I work out because it has no sugar, no carbs, and no calories.